So the key learnings we took out of the project, working particularly with artist Jack Tan, were thinking about accessibility. How do we make a situation working for artists accessible in terms of language, in terms of the responsibility and accountability that organizations have towards the artist, and also to think about what artistic thinking means when it's centered within the organization. So how does an artist's practice change or influence the organization itself, and how do we embed those learnings within the organization? So we were able to kind of develop a template for a new easy read contract for artists with Jack Tan, and we were also able to think about how we do governance of the organization in a different way that is more using artistic thinking at its core. So an inspiring moment that we had as part of the project, as part of the ARTSFORMATION program, was in a board meeting that the artist Jack Tan gave a contribution to. He presented 5 new understandings of accountability and accounting, drawing on different types of cultural practices from around the world. And it actually led to an extended conversation with the whole of the Board of Trustees about what is our responsibility as a cultural organization in terms of accounting and how we account, how beyond the numbers, beyond the financial implications of accounting, but really thinking about the human costs and really thinking about the environmental costs of the work that we do, and how we report and really communicate that with a broader, not only public audience, but with other stakeholders, particularly funders and government bodies who support the organisation. So this was a very inspiring moment because it was the first time that our Board of Trustees were able to think about their roles and responsibilities in a very different and expanded way, which was brought about by a very simple artistic intervention. In terms of how the ARTSFORMATION project might develop next, the focus particularly on civic society interventions, thinking about the role of the arts within democratic processes, or thinking about the role of the arts within influencing change and supporting change on smaller levels, bigger levels, activist gestures. I think this is a really valuable next step in thinking about the ways in which digital tools and digital technologies and a digital technological approach to creating might both enable a kind of new understanding of change making, but also deployed in a way that is more about collective action rather than the ways in which technology are designed, which is very much about individuation. So the ARTSFORMATION toolkit that we're launching today is a collection of case studies and examples put together by the Vaag Future Lab in the Netherlands, by Transmediale and FACT in Liverpool, as well as contributions from LATRA in Lesbos. And each case study explores a different set of circumstances in which artists have worked either on institutional change, artist-to-artist, peer-to-peer support and change, or institutional to civic society change, and thinking about how these different gestures and case studies enable new forms of new approaches to working and ways in which organizations, artists, individuals, community groups, and civic society leaders might be able to adapt these approaches to their own practices and ways of working to kind of imagine new ways moving forward.